integers. So whole numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, our whole numbers are very useful and are very important for our everyday lives as we use them for counting, calculating, measuring, and ordering. Integers is a special name that we use in maths. This word, integers. They are all the positive and negative numbers. Okay, so integers. This word means positive and negative whole numbers though. You can't have decimals or fractions in there. Positive or negative whole numbers and zero. So all these ones down here, they are all examples of integers. Now we are going to add and subtract some integers. If adding and subtracting normal numbers, we can do that. The thing that is different is if we have two signs next to each other. So if I have a plus and a minus sign next to each other, what happens? Or a minus and a minus sign next to each other. Do you guys remember this? Have you done this before? Yeah, you've done it before. If you have two signs that are next to each other, but they're different. If one's a plus and one's a minus, what does it become? Do you remember? A negative, that's right. If the signs are different, it becomes just one negative sign. If the signs are the same, so obviously they're both pluses or they're both minuses, what is it going to become? A plus. No, it always becomes a plus. So two pluses will make a plus or two minuses will make a plus sign. Okay? So what I want to do, we're going to do some of them with the calculator, but we're going to do the first couple on this number line here. So the first question is minus 8 plus 6. Now the first number, the minus 8, that tells you where to start on your number line. So you find the minus 8. Here it is here. Okay? Now if I am adding 8, adding means you go to the right. You're getting bigger. Alright, so plussing is that way, subtracting, we're going to go to the left, okay? So if I'm plussing 6, all I need to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I end up at minus 2 or negative 2. So you just put equals minus 2. Okay, let's try the next one. Now you're not going to want to draw on your number line, you'll just use your pencil to count, otherwise you'll get too many bumps on there and you won't be able to see where you've been counting. The next one starts at negative 1, which is here, negative 1, and this time we want to subtract 6, look at the arrow, subtract means I need to go that way, 6 places. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I end up at, what number do I land on? Negative 7. Very good. All right. Question 2 is when we start getting those double signs. So the brackets that are in there, they're just in there to really highlight that, oh, there's a plus sign and then there's a minus sign. It's just trying to really emphasize the fact that there is two signs in there. But here they are. I have a plus and a minus next to each other. Don't worry about the bracket. A plus and a minus next to each other. What does that make? I put it in the box. A plus and a minus makes a minus. Very good. So just above that, you go, I usually just go, I'm going to cross those ones out and it becomes a minus sign. Okay, so replace the 2 with the 1 sign that you want. So I want to do 13 take away 5. Now that one you possibly don't even need a number line for. Do you know what 13 minus 5 is? What is it? Nope. 13 minus 5 is? 8. Yes. Okay, they were all positive numbers there. My number line didn't quite... Oh, my pen stopped working. Sometimes when my screen... Let's see if that fixes it. No. Come on. There we go. We're back. All right, let's try the next one. So again, you can see that there are two symbols there next to each other. I have a plus and a minus sign. What is that going to make? Minus. Good. So I have 7 minus 3. Clayton, what is it? 4. Correct. Anton, the next question. I have 7 minus minus 5. What do two minuses make? A plus. Oh, you helped him. 2 minuses make a plus. Very good. So I want you to do 7 plus 5. What does that make, Anton? You have to try this one now.
7 plus 5
Is?
13.
No. 12. All right. And in part B of that question, I have 2 minus signs here together. So the 2 minuses make a plus. So I have minus 2, so I'm here at minus 2, and I want to add 4, which is? Anybody who knows?
Wait, what is it?
2. It's 2. All right, make sure you are writing all of this down, please. Any extra little bits of notes? These things that we go through here together, this is what you want to use to make your cheat sheet. Okay, so you want to write all this stuff down. How do you do these questions? This shows you how to do them. All right, give you a second to finish writing those. Then we'll go on to the next page. Whose phone was that? All right, on the next page, I'll come back to that for those of you still writing, says exercise 1A. So what I do, I don't know what Mr. Appel did. I think, did you use a textbook last year? Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't use the textbook. I put all your exercises in here. Okay, so you don't have to look things up. Your exercises are straight there. Okay, so this is your exercise 1A. This is for you to do. And that is on page 2 and page 3. So page 2 there and page 3. You'll notice that the numbers aren't always in order. So like that starts at question 4. That's because I have copied these out of your textbook. Sometimes I get them from the textbook. Sometimes I get sheets from other places. But that's why the numbers don't always line up. So I just cut out the questions that I want you to do. All right? So I want you to do question 4 and question 5 without the calculator. Okay, as much as you can, use that number line there. Okay, you got number lines for those ones. So question 4 and question 5 without the calculator, and then I'm happy for you to use your calculator from there onwards. Does that sound fair? Great. Let's get started. I'll go back to this screen for those of you that were still copying. Yes.